From the station that's on your side, you're watching News 19 at 7.
Yeah, and good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We are live off Garner's Ferry Road here in Columbia outside the Murphy's USA gas station. This is the same gas station in August of 2009 where Solomon Jackson Jr. bought that big Powerball ticket, and this place has seen a steady stream of customers today trying to duplicate the luck that Solomon Jackson Jr. had. Paula Harper-Bethea, let me bring you over. She's, of course, the state lottery director. Wow, what a day, huh?
Oh my, what a day. It has been an exciting day. People are really excited about this $360 million jackpot, which is wonderful.
This is what, the third largest jackpot in Powerball history?
It is the third largest in Powerball history, and everybody loves it. This attracts first-time players to the game, JR, as you well know. And so our sales have been really brisk, and the more sales we sell for Powerball jackpots like this, the more we can transfer to the state for education.
And that was simply my next question. What kind of ticket sales have we seen across the state as we get ready for this near record drawing tonight?
The sales have been excellent, and the sales usually begin to really pick up after 5 o'clock on the day of a draw. So we won't know the end results until 11 tonight when I'll be back with you again, but sales are very good.
We've had a steady stream of people inside the Murphy USA here. This is a lucky spot to some people.
It is a lucky spot. I just found a penny with heads up. I think that might be good for Murphy USA again.
We hope so. All right, Paula, thank you so very much, and we'll be talking to you later tonight.
Thank you, JR.
All right, and of course, that Powerball drawing is coming up tonight at 11 o'clock, and you can see it as it happens just before our 11 o'clock newscast. You can buy tickets up until about 10 o'clock tonight, and again, the only place to see that drawing for the $360 million estimated Powerball jackpot right here on News 19. Once again, it is the third largest in Powerball history. We'll have more about Powerball coming up in a few moments. In other news now, at the State House today, the House approved the government restructuring reform plan. If the bill makes it into law this year, it would put in place the broadest government restructuring effort the state has seen in decades. The plan puts executive branch power directly under the governor and saves taxpayers money by eliminating waste and duplication. This is the fifth time in 5 years the House has passed this restructuring reform. State Representative Ted Vick has been charged with his second DUI in less than a year. The Chesterfield County Democrat was arrested last night by the Department of Public Safety at the State House parking lot. According to an incident report, an officer spotted Vick staggering and not driving in a straight line. He also said he smelled the odor of alcohol on Vick. His attorney, Representative Todd Rutherford, said Vick didn't travel a far enough distance to identify impaired driving. Vick himself answered a few questions as he left jail this afternoon.
Well, I mean, I regret this has happened, obviously, but I will remain innocent until proven guilty.
Do you have anything to say about this being the second charge that we've seen in about a year's time?
I don't.
Testimony continued from the investigator in the double murder trial of Brett Parker today. The defense asked about Brian Kapnahurst's widow, who they say was convicted of money crimes a decade ago, pointing to that as a possible motive for a robbery on his behalf. Attorneys say Parker killed Brian Kapnahurst, though, in self-defense against that robbery. Also today, the investigator says Brett looked up a one-way flight to Memphis the day before turning himself in. Defense attorneys asked for proof of the timing of the killings.
Do you have any medical proof that Tammy Parker was there before Brian Kapnahurst got there?
Do I have any medical proof?
Yes.
No.
How long are you remarried or are you engaged? Or?
She had an affair with Brett Parker, also testified today. She says Parker told her about a gun he had at the home before the murders. Parker says he got the gun because his home had been robbed and he needed it for protection.
I stand before you, I guess, with a whole new appreciation, indeed, for a God of second chances.
That is Congressman Mark Sanford. He took the oath of office again this afternoon. Sanford previously served in Congress from 1995 to 2001, representing the 1st District. During his speech, he said he looks forward to once again serving, and he thanked those who helped give him a second chance in public office.
Now, your True View forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jim Gandy.
Well, this morning it dropped down into the 50s with 57 in the city, 58 degrees at the airport. We warmed up today, 92 degrees in the city, 93 at the airport. We were just 3 degrees away from the record high temperature for this date. And remember, yesterday morning we tied the record low temperature, so that's quite a turnaround. Right now, we're still at 90 degrees. Winds are from the west to southwest at 10 miles per hour. Tonight, we'll start to see a few clouds coming in toward daybreak, but mostly clear. 64 degrees, partly cloudy, 90 again tomorrow. We'll see more clouds coming in tomorrow night with 65 degrees. Not a big change in our weather until we get to the weekend. We'll talk more about that a little later.
All right, Jim, thank you so much. We're getting ready for Friday's News 19 Richland Recycles Day. Over 19,000 energy bar wrappers and 3,000 chip bags. These are just a few of the items collected by the Forest Lake Presbyterian Church. That trash is helping to keep their kids' garden growing.
TerraCycle has been a unique partner for us. They recycle and reuse all sorts of chip bags, energy bar wrappers, juice pouches, and they reuse them by making them into usable products that you can buy off of their webpage and around Columbia.
Well, through recycling, the church has raised over $500 for their kids' garden. And, of course, News 19 is on your side, helping you recycle your unwanted items. The event is this Friday at the State Fair grounds. We're going to be there from 7 in the morning until 6 in the evening. Volunteers will be taking your household electronics, your tires, your scrap metal, and household hazardous waste like paints and oils. You must be a Richland County resident, though, to take part. For details on what you can and can't bring, I should say, you can look for this story tonight on WLTX.com. The housing market numbers for April came out today, and it's pretty good news. New listings in the Palmetto State are up almost 9%. Average sale prices are up 2%. Also, the average number of days a house stays on the market is down more than 16%, meaning homes are being bought sooner after being put up for sale. Well, school districts might have a new way tonight of bringing in more money without raising your taxes. But critics are saying the idea could be bad for your children. Robert Kittle has the details.
The state Senate has included a proviso in its version of the state budget for next year to allow local school districts to sell advertising space on their school activity buses. It would not apply to the yellow school buses that carry children to and from school. Only activity buses that take them on field trips or to sporting events. Rock Hill Senator Wes Hayes introduced the proviso.
Would there be a way to restrict the kinds of ads that would be on school buses so that wouldn't be anything inappropriate, for instance?
Well, we put that in the proviso. We put certain restrictions on it so that it can't be inappropriate and things of this sort.
The Rock Hill School District is already selling ad space on service vehicles, and district officials say it's been a success. Hayes points out that while the state owns the yellow school buses, the districts own the activity buses, so the districts should be able to decide whether to sell ad space. Charleston Senator Paul Thurmond is against the move, saying children should be protected from being bombarded with commercial messages.
We start with the activity buses, then go to the buses, maybe go to the school doors, maybe the school desk, the school pencils. I mean, there really is no end to this process.
Hayes wants the ads to be on the outside of the buses so the messages are not aimed at the children, but the proviso does allow ads inside the activity buses too.
That was Robert Kittle reporting tonight. There are no estimates on how much money this could raise for the school districts, and that budget proviso has only been approved by the state Senate, so the full House would have to go along to allow this tonight. There have been previous efforts to do this in the past, but they have all failed. Well, today is National Employee Health and Fitness Day, and Columbia's VA Hospital encouraged people to lace up their running shoes. They hosted a 2K walk and roll event to promote employee health and VA homeless veterans programs. They also accepted gifts to be used for veterans in those programs.
Helping homeless veterans is one of the key missions for the VA, and as part of the Veterans Health Administration and Department of Veteran Affairs, the Dorn VA is committed to helping those veterans in need, and this is truly a great event to help do that.
Well, today's event was one of many taking part all across the country. We are live outside the Murphy USA gas station on Columbia's Garner's Ferry Road. We are here because of the huge Powerball jackpot, an estimated $360 million, and we'll be talking with some lottery players when we come back. USA is expanding their operations and expect to create 75 new jobs at their facility in York County. It's all part of an $18 million investment. Hartman USA manufactures and distributes medical products. The company plans to begin hiring early next year.
See if you're a winner. Catch the live Powerball drawing tonight at 11 on WLTX. You are watching News 19 at 7 with J.R. Berry.
You are looking live. This is Solomon Jackson Jr., the big winner from August of 2009, $259 million. Solomon, thank you so very much. All righty, thank you so much. This young lady's hoping to duplicate the success of that multimillionaire right there. What's your name?
I'm Carol Smith.
Carol Smith. How long have you been playing Powerball?
Ooh, since they brought it out, actually.
$360 million in estimated jackpot tonight. You think you're going to get lucky like Solomon coming to the place where he bought his ticket?
It would be nice.
It would be. What would you do with the money?
Take care of my family, actually.
Absolutely.
And give some to charity.
Well, that's always a good thing.
Oh, yes.
We're wishing you good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so very much. So, yeah, that was unexpected. Solomon Jackson Jr. riding by, the big winner from about 4 years ago. So many people start playing Powerball when the jackpot gets higher and higher and higher, and that means more money for state lawmakers to dole out to education. Daniel Bonds has that story tonight.
It's wonderful, and we've been able to do that because we've had these larger jackpots in Mega Millions and Powerball. We do really well with those tickets, whether we win the big jackpot or not.
Paula Harper Bethay is the executive director of the South Carolina Education Lottery. She says when the jackpots grow, the number of players grows as well, attracting players that don't always try their luck at the big money.
Because of some of those larger jackpots, we have a little bit more to transfer to the state this year. Our goal is always how much we can transfer to education in South Carolina.
And by law, lottery monies can only be used for college scholarships, to supplement public education, go towards school buses, or to public libraries.
All of that ties back to building a better quality of life moving forward for all South Carolinians. Last year we transferred about $298 million to the state.
This year, though, the state expects an additional $27 million to be collected, with an extra $7 million expected in the fiscal year that starts on July the 1st.
Congratulations, you're a winner!
But no matter how much money goes towards education from the lottery here in the state, the executive director hopes everyone who does play remembers it's just a game.
Play responsibly. Don't go spend more money than you have. Don't take money from something that is important, because as much as we care about what we send to education in South Carolina, we care a lot more about our players.
In Columbia, Daniel Bonds, News 19, WLTX.
We have another lottery player trying to get lucky here tonight, giving money back, hoping to win, giving money to education, though.
Yes, sir. Basically, if I win, I would want to start a 501c3 program for people who lost their homes during the housing market crash and to help people in the Columbia area. There's a lot of people in the Columbia area that's homeless. So that's basically what I would do with the money if I win.
Well, good luck to you tonight.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Barry.
Jim Gandy, it is a beautiful night out here tonight. It's a little toasty, but it's not all that bad out here.
It's a great night to win the lottery, right? Well, we're going to, we hope somebody here in our state does, and we'll take a look at the forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Tonight's primetime lineup on WLTX is brought to you by Carolina Honda Dealers.
The estimated Powerball jackpot is now more than $250 million.
Now, your True View forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jim Gandy.
As JR just mentioned, it's still a bit toasty out there. We're the hot spot here in South Carolina at 90 degrees. It's 87 in Florence, Sumter, and in Orangeburg, 85 degrees in the upstate. But you can see along the coast, temperatures have cooled off because of the sea breeze. In Myrtle Beach, it's 75 degrees. Our satellite picture, we've seen plenty of sunshine today across the area. A few high clouds starting to move into Georgia, but high pressure is in control of our weather right now. There's a disturbance in the upper atmosphere over Texas and Oklahoma, that's causing these thunderstorms, some of which are severe at this time. But this entire weather system is just going to gradually move our way. Now, our computer model is projecting that tonight we'll start off with clear skies. We'll start to see a few high clouds coming in toward daybreak. Tomorrow, skies becoming partly cloudy, and that may cap temperatures, but it's still going to be very warm. Tonight, low temperatures dropping down to the low to mid-60s, 62 in Newberry, 63 in Camden, 64 here in Columbia and in Orangeburg, 66 in St. Matthews. For tomorrow, temperatures back up around 90 degrees. That's what we're projecting here in Columbia, maybe 91 in Manning. And our 7-day forecast looks like this. By the time we get to Friday, a few more clouds, 88 degrees. Over the weekend, that disturbance to our west moves over the area, and we're going to be seeing a chance for some afternoon and early evening thunderstorms. On Sunday, our best chance for rain, 85 degrees. That chance for rain fades as we go into next week, and by next Wednesday, we're expecting a high temperature of 89 degrees. We'll go back out to CJR right after this word.
Well, after a year-long renovation, the Maxi Gregg Pool is going to reopen here in Columbia. The big reopening date, not that far away. It is Saturday, May 25th, and yes, they have a completely renovated, brand-new pool.
Real-time closed captioning of this program is provided by a grant from the state of South Carolina.
The 16th Annual Black Expo is Friday night. It's going to take place at the Colonial Life Arena from 6:30 to 11. Tickets are $55 to $150, and we are a proud sponsor of that event. The month of May is Senior Hunger Awareness Month. Food banks are lacking enough food to give to needy seniors. You can join Leadership South Carolina at the State House tomorrow morning at 10 to spread awareness about the need. And the Fresh Market stores nationwide are hosting a cupcake decorating event Saturday. It's from 10 until 3. Customers will be able to buy and decorate a cupcake from the All Fresh Markets in-store bakeries for a donation of $3. All of the money raised will go to No Kid Hungry. The campaign works to end childhood hunger in America by connecting kids with nutritious food and teaching their families how to cook healthy and affordable meals. Chris Overton joining me now, the district manager for the Murphy USA gas stations. You guys have been busy today.
Been extremely busy. It's one of the busiest days of the month so far.
People trying to have that winning Powerball ticket at this lucky spot.
Everyone's coming down here. They're trying. We're hoping to sell it as well.
All right. Tickets are on sale until 10 tonight. Thank you so much, Chris, and good luck to all of your customers.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So, again, this is where we are, the Murphy USA gas station. Don't forget about that drawing. It is tonight. It's at 11 o'clock. You can buy tickets up until 10 o'clock tonight and see the numbers as they are selected right here just before our 11 o'clock newscast. And, of course, be sure to stay with us because coming up after the drawing, State Lottery Director Paula Harper-Bethay will be in studio with us tonight, letting us know if we have any big winners in South Carolina. And quickly, Paula, you're not on camera, but if nobody wins tonight, what does it roll over to? $475 million if there's not a winner tonight. But good luck to you, and we will see you coming up tonight at 11.
News 19's Jim Gandy on your side.